All right, so you want to learn about the structure of a paragraph, and I'm going to explain that in this short video. But just so you know, this is not the only way to write a paragraph. It's just the one that most instructors are looking for if you're writing in an academic setting in the United States. It's super boring maybe and straightforward and not very creative, but you can learn to be creative within it. And if you don't like writing because you don't know how to organize your ideas, this is going to help you to get started and give you confidence, okay? So for the structure and organization of a paragraph, you just need to think of three things, okay? So you need to have the intro, you need to have the body, and a conclusion, okay? Just like that, all right? So we have intro, body, conclusion. What are those things? Okay, so the intro is what you're talking about. You're introducing the topic, but you're also introducing your point of view or your opinion about the topic. So inside the intro, the way we do that is through a topic sentence, okay? And the topic sentence has two things. Like I just said, it has the topic of the paper or the paragraph, and it has your opinion, the writer's opinion about the topic. Okay? So let's say, for example, you're going to write about what success means to you. The topic is success. Your professor wants you to write about what you think success is, what defines success. So the topic is success, and then your opinion about what defines it is the second part. It's your opinion. So you might say, being rich is the definition of success, right? Topic, opinion. Or you might say, being happy is the definition of success. That again, topic, success, opinion. Being happy, being rich, whatever you think success is, okay? So that's the beginning. Now, everything you've said here now has to be developed because people are going to say, what do you mean? I don't agree with you. Why are you saying that? And if you can't explain why, then your point isn't going to be made, right? So it helps to develop the idea that you've made. And in the body is where you're going to do that, okay? So I like to tell my students that inside the body, we want to make 3 points. It doesn't have to be 3, but I think 3 is a good magical number. So you're going to use 3 points to do what? Every single one of those points has to support that topic sentence. If they don't, it's off topic or it's not unified, okay? So you might say the definition of success is being wealthy. That's your topic sentence. And you're going to give reasons, maybe, okay? So your first reason might be because being wealthy allows you to be entertained, go to the movies, have fun, travel, right? So your first point might be it allows you to have fun, okay? Now, if you say that, I'm going to go, what do you mean it allows you to have fun? What are you talking about? And that's where you're going to be specific. After you give that point, you're going to also be specific by giving some sort of fact, some sort of reason, or an example, or a detail, or a quote that you analyze. Okay, so a simple way to do this is to just say, by being able to pay the expensive tickets at the movies, or being able to travel first class on a trip, on an airplane. Why else do you think being wealthy means that you are successful? You might say because you can avoid desperate situations. And I'm going to say, what do you mean by that? And then that's when you give another fact or another example or another reason or another detail or another quote that you analyze, okay? You might say, if I'm rich, I'll always be able to buy food and have a house to live in. I'll never be able to experience food insecurity or housing insecurity. That would be a good example. And then one more reason. Give me one more reason why you think that being wealthy is the definition of success. And you can say because you can have better health when you're wealthy. And I'm gonna say, what? How can you be healthy because you're rich? Because I know there's probably a lot of rich people that are not healthy because they're rich, right? But you're gonna say, no. It's because when you have money, you can pay for expensive organic food. And if you don't have enough money, obviously processed food and fast food is cheaper than that. Okay, so that would be another fact, reason, example, detail, or quote that you analyze. Okay, so again, in the body, you're supporting your topic sentence and you're giving 2 to 3 points. 1, 2, 3. Each point relates back to the topic sentence and supports the topic sentence, but each point also needs to have some sort of specific detail. Otherwise, your reader's just not going to remember it. So don't forget, after each point, use some sort of fact, reason, example, detail, or analysis. If you can just remember Freda, F-R-E-D-A, you'll remember that you need to add something in here to keep going and keep your ideas specific. That's one thing I always see with my students is they say, how can I write more? How can I think of more ideas? I'll say, okay, think of a fact, think of a reason, think of an example or a detail or analyze this quote. And then they have more to say. Or I'll see, oh, this is not specific. You're saying this, but I don't know what you mean because you're not specific. And then they add a detail or an example, and then I understand what they're saying, okay? At the end, you have your conclusion. The conclusion is so much like the topic sentence. It's just restating your topic sentence, okay? So I'm just gonna write that restatement of the topic sentence. That's what it is, okay? So, of course, I'm not saying repeat your topic sentence. I'm saying restate your topic sentence. So that just means use the same idea in the conclusion as in the topic sentence, but use different words to do that, okay? So that's it. You can see here that this outline of a paragraph actually looks a lot like, and I always tell my students this, it looks like a delicious hamburger or Oreo or something like that. You know, just something to remember that there are these 3 parts. And if you can remember those 3 parts, and remember that in a hamburger or in a cookie, an Oreo cookie, you have the top and the bottom are the same thing, right? And the middle is the good stuff, just like your paragraph. The top and the bottom are the same idea, and the middle is the good stuff where you make sense, okay? So I hope that this has helped you. I hope that you can practice this, and thanks for watching.